The mission is accomplished. I did drop off the bag. I was on the wrong street. And when you learn how to drive, you got to remember landmarks. I was on the wrong street. A kind person helped me out, and because I was lost. So if you're not real familiar with certain areas, sometimes you just got to ask people and you can't be scared. I was on the wrong street. I remember the elementary and I thought the street was Ashley, but I was all messed up. So someone lucky enough remembered this person, and I got it. So what is the moral of the story? If you're lost, ask for help. Don't be scared. Ask for help. So I asked for help, and I was rewarded in my destination. So we got the stop sign here. Let me back up. Right, I'm gonna back up. So this stop sign causes a lot of grief for a lot of people because they don't stop. And if you don't learn how to stop for 3 seconds to look left and right, you're going to get a ticket because a lot of police just chill and they don't do anything. And next thing you know, you got a ticket. So that stop sign holds a lot of weight, and that's a civil infraction. That could be a 2 point or 3 point violation. It could blow up your car insurance. You can mess you up as a beginning driver. Me, as an experienced driver, if I get too many tickets, I'll lose my driver's ed endorsement. So why would I even do that? So you got to stop. Even though there's no one out here at night, there's always the police hanging around, right? So I stopped. And then, of course, there we have a green sign up top. That is a guide sign. So you got to know your signs no matter what. So I'm waiting, my blinker's on. I see cars coming to the left. So I'm just going to wait for them to go by, and then I'm going to go up into the intersection and make my left. So I'm coming up looking. Thank God I asked for help. And got this little baby bridge, 25-ton limit. I realized does not weigh 25 tons, but actually they put, I heard that. So we're in a good, I'm at 20 miles an hour. I was really stressed to find this location. And when you're stressed, you kind of get weird. My phone was almost on zero. So it was very stressful. And sometimes life can be like that if you're trying to find a location. So I'm back on mission accomplished. So I'm coming up to the end. And you should always have your phone charged up. Mine is under 20%. And I have an Android. So not an iPhone person, it's all good. So speed limit's 35. I'm back on point. The gas is good, but the phone is almost dead. We got a fire station ahead. So this tells us, be aware, you don't want to do U-turns in front of fire stations. They could come out 24 hours a day. There's our fire station to the right. Thank God I found that location, man. At night things look different. Whew. Oh my goodness. I would love to take a right to take this road up to the expressway, but there's construction, so I don't want to risk going up there. So it's almost 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's not a lot of cars out. If you were on a graduated license, you would have to be getting in soon. What happens if you get caught? They could keep you on the same level. They could tell you go home, bad boy, bad girl, or you can get a ticket. So you don't want to take that risk. All right, the light just turned green. I'm moving forward, taking my time. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off this lens so you can see real good. Particularly at night, this is kind of, and this is a really curvy road. It does look straight. I've had a lot of beginners like jump the curb, go in the wrong lane. So you gotta look where you're going. If you don't look where you're going to crash. That's facts. So I'm looking ahead around the curve. If I overturn, I'm gonna hit the curb. There's a red light ahead because I'm looking. I'm keeping on this main road. Then I'm gonna squeeze my brakes real easy. Sometimes when you take your car to a car wash and you get that wax put on, it kind of puts a film on your window and it's kind of hard to see. I found that out the hard way because when I have beginning drivers in, it's hard for them to see. And I'm thinking, why does the window look clean, but it looks kind of blurry and dirty. It's because there's wax on the window. Oh, yep, two people just popped up. That was kind of scary. I know Halloween is coming, but you never know. Halloween is also a dangerous time for beginners to drive because you have little kids out there. I try not to drive on Halloween. I have before. It's very overwhelming. And of course, Devil's Night. So our mission was accomplished. We dropped off the permit to the client's house. I really want to get that to them. And so now I'm heading back to pick up another student. They'll get a night drive. So I'm just maintaining a good speed. And I'm lifting my foot because they say nothing good comes out when you drive at night. But earlier in my career, I used to drive at 12 o'clock midnight. A lot of my parents said, hey, I don't care how long you drive them, just get them home. So I was stupid then. You know, you do stupid things when you're young. You'll just drive 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and then you have to get up at 6. So it's not really worth it. You're trying to chase money. So it's about good instruction. It's not about chasing money anymore, because I had worked so many hours, you know, I was too tired to cash my check. You heard what I said. I had worked so many hours making crazy money, but I was too tired to even get to the bank. So because good friends look out for other good friends. So I wasn't really home a lot. I was at another location hanging out with my other friends. And then one of my other friends, you know, I gave him the key to my place, so he had free reign to do what he wanted. So I wasn't there a lot, but I ended up paying $650 to $700 for rent, but I wasn't there. So that was a stupid move. So as soon as my lease was up, I just moved. Because when you're young, you don't really think out things. You start making money, and like, I'm making money. I can pay this. I can afford that. But then you realize you're making a poor decision. It's like if you move out too early. If you move out too early, you might have unexpected bills, insurance, rent. What does this have to do with driving? Everything. Because I'm telling you that if you don't know how to drive, or you can't get to work, or you can't budget your money, you're going to make a lot of mistakes. And I've done all those things. So driving teaches that personal responsibility piece. Pay your bills on time. Plan ahead for a trip. Make sure your car is running good. Older car and it's not running real good. It just gets you back and forth. But you learn from those lessons, and you save money, and you get a better vehicle. Live in a better apartment or a condo. So you have this broken white line, so you need to change lanes with the car blind spot to my left. So, and you gotta kind of be aware, are you by a young driver, old driver, tired driver? And this is prior to me even becoming an instructor. I've always had appreciation for cars. You know, I was a younger guy hanging out. A lot of my friends were in their 30s, you know, having nice cars, and I love working on cars. So it was kind of a natural move, you know, after college, getting my driver's education endorsement, and then just starting slow, teaching in class, teaching people how to drive. I don't know why they're put over like that. That's kind of weird. I think there's something going on with that light. I'm going to keep you on this main road so you can kind of see what's going on. And it's like catch you off guard sometime, and then you never want to slam brakes. But if you get comfortable running lights, you're going to end up making mistakes. There are two younger drivers to my left, so I'm going to stay away from them. Not saying they're bad or dangerous, but experience is the best teacher, right? And, you know, people get tired. I've driven tired before, and it's terrible. You know, coming back from Indiana, coming back from Florida, You know, you got to drive another 8, 12 hours. You're hauling your car, and it's just, you're so tired, but you got to keep going, keep going. If you get real tired, you know, my good friend and I, Michael Love, you know, from high school, we went down to Florida. We went racing. We took our, you know, our Camaro, our Gen 1. We qualified good. I went out in the first round, but it was a good experience. So, but to drive down to Florida towing a trailer, which I've been used to, it's a whole new experience. And I think, I can't say it, I'm not going to, but you learn, you know, check your oil, you know, make sure your tires are good, make sure you know where you're going. You know, we ate good, we had fun. He went to go see the ocean. I was hanging out working on the car. It was a good experience though, you know. But when you have good friends like that, they're friends for life. And you all need good friends. You need us. Oh, I hear. Yep, you hear that? Police or a fire truck. And they have the right of way if they come to the intersection. This is a really weird turn, long double left turn. And at night, like all of a sudden, all these cars are like speeding, man. Like, can stay away from these people. So I don't know what they're doing. You'll see random people just stop in the middle of the street. But you have to experience these things to live. If you've only driven 2, 3, 4 years, you don't really have the experience. You don't really understand what it means to drive to Chicago, drive to Kansas, right? To drive to Kentucky. You know, you found a nice car, you found a part for your car, you got to go pick it up. You know, you're going to have to take these long trips, and there's no book, there's nothing on the internet. You're going to have to learn to map out your route, bring your phone charger. You know, I'm not talking about drinking Monster energy drinks and eating junk food. You got to eat a good meal. You got to get your rest. You got to be hydrated. You know, do you have enough money? Did you map out your route? You know, is it 700 miles? You know, does your debit or credit card work? You know, has it been declined before? I've been in all these situations. But you learn from that. You stay humble. You have cash and you have a debit or credit card just in case. Because when you travel on the road, you could blow a tire. Anything can happen. And when you have those experiences, that's when you're going to become a safer driver. You're saying, man, I'm too tired. Hey, uncle, next week, can I come down and, you know, get this part for my car? Or ma'am or sir, you know, I'm going to have to plan a trip another week from now because I don't have enough money to make it back and forth. You got to be honest with yourself, because if you just get on a road without a plan, that's planning to fail. You know, I'm telling the truth. And then sometimes you do have to drive through the night. And, you know, I don't know how many of you have done that before, where you're just driving through the night. And it's something to see the sunset come up, but then you're so tired. I've been there before in that too. So at 10 o'clock at night, it's not a lot of cars out. The police are out. It's Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, people are out all the time drinking and driving. And you won't see a lot of teens out because the curfew is now on. even though you have a quarter of a tank or almost on E, you still can run out. That happened to me before coming back from Indiana. You know, you think you're at a quarter of a tank, and then you go up a hill and your tow vehicle runs out. That's scary. Or you eat some bad food and then you're gonna use the bathroom. That's bad too. Turn your blinker on 100 feet, a half a block, and then I have to yield for that vehicle. I don't want to turn in front of them. Wait till they go by. And then that's a good turn. That's what it looks like. So we're back in a residential area, and I'm just being mindful, going slow, looking, scanning. In fact, I'm gonna turn on my brights for you, so now you can see more. But those of you who are planning to take that road trip, you know, do you have oil? Do you have jumper cables? You know, what if your hoses split or crack and you have a leak? You gotta know, you gotta have some basic hand tools. I do have some videos on that. I'll have to get them out and post them. You should always have an emergency kit with you, jumper cables, flares, you know, some basic hand tools, know how to fix a flat, you know how to jack up a car, take a tire off. You know, it's advisable, you know, if you're in high school, take an automotive repair class. That's good. You know, if you're a young lady, it's going to be all guys in there. And if not, you know, you need to know how to do that. And that's one thing that we don't cover enough in my profession, teaching people how to drive, is how do you fix your car if you have a flat tire? You know, how do you jump a battery? I used to talk about that, so maybe that's something that we could do. Because if you drive long enough, you will have a flat tire. If you drive long enough, your battery will die. If you drive long enough, your car will shut down on you. So you need to know how to do these things. But through challenges comes growth. And then, you know, toward the end of this month, I'm going to stream like, you know, 10 hours, 12 hours, just to kind of take you through the whole process of driving, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. And it's definitely going to help you. I just want to say thank you. And if this was helpful, you know, let me know, give it a thumbs up, share, like, do all these things. And then I will give you some more real life situations. Just be prepared when you go out at night and rest. I want to say thank you guys and ladies. I do appreciate you. Bye.